Welcome back to Foundation Physical Therapy's YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over something that we've kind of learned throughout the process of going through the functional movement screen and working with functional movement systems. You can check this out or something similar to it on functionalmovementsystem.com. What we're going through is the toe touch progression. So this is just basically a 2x6. This is the FMS kit that they use, but any 2x6 will work. So you're going to lay it down. What we're going to work on is improving the flexibility of the posterior chain. We're going to work on improving just trunk range of motion in general. The other thing that this helps is basically improve the way your body sway reacts to you reaching forward towards your toes. So if you've never been able to touch your toes, this is an interesting way to help you get there. The reason this is important is what we find is when people have a difficulty performing proper squat mechanics, a lot of it has to do with tightness or insufficiency in their trunk lean or trunk shift, and the way they sway their hips backwards as they descend into a squat. The other thing is they may just have a lack of flexibility in the posterior chain. So the toe touch progression is rather easy. Again, you need a small riser, and this is just a rolled up towel. Anything here will fit. So what you're going to start by doing is putting your heels up on a riser or a board or anything, and this is going to be between your knees. Toes are going to be together. And what you're going to attempt to do is provide a little bit of a squeeze against this roll, and then just start to reach down towards your toes. Right? You might get to a point like this where you feel like there's some tension. It shouldn't be painful, but if you get to the point where you feel like there's some tension, then what you do is you try to squeeze the roll a little bit further, or a little bit more, and then see if you can get any more range of motion. So you're going to come all the way down, you're going to touch, you're going to come all the way up, you're going to reach up. And you'll repeat this 5, 10, 15 times, whatever feels comfortable, and you're going to go back and forth. Once you've done the appropriate amount of repetitions there, then what you're going to do is switch and get your toes up on the board. All right, so what it is the first step, my heels are up on the board so that I'm kind of pointed. Second step, my toes are up on the board so my heels are down further. And then now in this position, I still set up the towel roll exactly the same. Then I'm going to go through the same process. I'm going to come down. If I encounter some stiffness or if I just feel some tension, whether it be in the hamstrings area, in the lower back, or the calves, what have you, then what I do is I squeeze the roll a little bit, see if I can get to the bottom, go as far as I can comfortably, and I come back up, and I reach overhead. So an interesting thing to do is to, prior to starting this, is just to take a small measurement. Try to touch your toes or reach down as far as you can and see if you're about 6 inches or so from the floor. Go through this process and then recheck it. And really, well, I know that gets dismissed a lot, whether somebody can touch their toes or not. It is an important indicator that you're not moving well, and that insufficiency can be carried out through all your function, whether you're powerlifting, whether you're a runner, whether you play team sports, anything like that. This is a good indicator that you're not moving well. You should try to fix this.